Colleen got the big doll. You'll see the bald spot on the front of Mike's head where he pinched a set of tin snips on his hair and then pulled it out and got a bald spot on his head. Dad made all that furniture for Colleen. There's a table and a high chair, and there's a couple of chairs and a crib, and he's worked on those all, well, not all winter, but he worked on them for a long time making those for Colleen. And then she got that life-size doll to go in them. I think Pat was a... There's Pat. Okay, that's... I was trying to remember. That would have been Christmas of '61, because Pat was born February '62. And of course your dad's sense of humor, he had to get a picture of me in my housecoat with that big belly sticking out. Mike got a barn set for Christmas. Oh, and he got that Pooh Bear that he likes to fight. It had lead in the bottom of it so it'd pop back up again. He had a big time of wrestling with that. Yeah, there he goes. Well, enough with the Christmas pictures already. Maybe I'll edit some of this out. There they are, all fixed up in their coats, ready to go outside for something. In the background you can see them pretty birch front cupboards that your dad put in our new house. He was, we put mahogany plywood backgrounds, and then we made the drawers and doors out of birch. And I had a built-in oven, which was right uptown, and tile on the back of the stove. And Norma rather stayed with us that winter while we were waiting on Patrick. And she's playing with Mikey there, trying to get a laugh out of him when that was pretty hard to do. He didn't have much to laugh about. I can't remember why she was staying with us. She was there for quite a while. Maybe she went to, maybe that's when, well, I don't know why she was there that winter. Here the kids come, bringing the new chairs. They're going to sit down and show off a little bit for the camera. Mike's little cheeks are so red from all that eczema on them. There he is. All set. And there he is in his new suit. We went down to the Western store in Glendive one day, and they had that cute little suit that had been made to order for two of them. Made to order for somebody, and then they didn't take them. So we bought that one for Mike, and then after Pat was born, we went back down, and sure enough, they still had the other one, so we bought the other one for Pat. There, Pat's entering the scene. Great big 11 pounds 6 ounces. Poor little Colleen couldn't hardly pick him up when he was born. She mauled him around and rolled him around and packed him around the whole time from the time he was born, and he just loved it. He never cried or anything for her. She would have been 5 when he was born, I think. 4.5, well, she was 4 in November, and then he was born in February the following year. So she wouldn't have been quite 5. Oh, poor little Mikey. There he is with his red cheeks. Colleen liked the camera pretty good. she's always playing up to the camera. Gosh, I hope that auto dub and that stuff ain't coming out on the picture when I get done here. I'll be very upset if it is. I wonder if I could shut it off. No, probably not. Auto dub and empty and full, and there's a bunch of stuff on the screen there that'll be a mess if it stays on. I don't think it does though. Uh-oh, she says he peed on me. Oh gosh. You can just read her lips. He peed on me. Look at Mike. Oh, Mikey. No wonder he grew up with such a sour disposition. There I am. I kind of put on a little beef when Patrick was on the way. It was my first encounter with fat. And of course Dad's taking the picture. He loves to take pictures of me. Oh. Poked him in the eye, Colleen. Dad's dehorning calves here with paste, and he ropes them and then throws them down and puts dehorning paste on their little buds of their horns, and one of them old cows is going to get him yet. They sure want to. Here comes Mikey. Wearing overshoes. See that? And there's Colleen, but they're watching from outside. There's the new saddle. Look at there, boy. She can just whip right up there now. She don't have any problems. And she's about got her horse broke, so she don't fall off so much. Things are looking up. Kelly's still plow reins, though. She still don't know how to neck rein. Dad went to work in 1961 when it was so very, very dry, and they were putting the highway through our place, the new highway, and so he bought that old Hudson car that's sitting out there for $150 or something to drive back and forth to work. Oh, there's Patrick standing up. Don't have any dates on here, but he walked at 8.5 months, so he got a good start here. Colleen's having trouble getting him out this time. He's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. He's pretty near more than she can pick up. He's a big kid, and she ain't very big. She ain't getting much bigger herself. Mike's hands are bandaged and his arms are bandaged there. That's so he won't scratch himself. When he went to bed, we'd bandage him all up like that and then put socks over his hands and then pin them front and back to his shoulders to whatever he had on at the shoulder, and by morning he'd have that all off and have scratched till his bedding was bloody. He's reading the Hugie book. Up. Patrick is in the jumper. Now, as you can see, he's got boots on too, by the way. That's the kind of a jumper I made for Colleen, and when she was 6 weeks old, she'd just jump and jump and jump up to 12 times at a time. And Patrick didn't do anything more than just what you're looking at. Once in a while, he'd swing it sideways, but he wasn't into that jumping. I think he had brain damage when he was born, because he weighed 11.5 pounds and he had a hard time getting here. And after he got hurt in that accident, I could see a lot of similarities between what I knew was brain damage and what looked like there when he was born. Mike is scratching his back on that paint that I put in that house when we built it. Was what they call texture paint, and it was nothing more than just paint with sand in it, and it came out with almost a sandpaper finish, and he'd wear the back out of all of his clothes rubbing on that sand paint, scratching his poor little back. Here we're Brandon over at Jensen's. That's Pete Jensen on the right and Jim on the left, and that's Lucille's big butt doing the tally there. Here's some deer we saw at our picture window one morning. One morning it's mule deer, I think that other one was mule deer, and the next morning it was whitetails. But both times right out the front window. Yeah, that's whitetails there. You can tell by their tail. We found a western suit for Colleen that matched Mike and Pat's pinstripe suits, so we got all three of them got pinstripe western suits now.